What do they have to lose and who is losing? That's the question you need to ask when two VTubers aren't allowed to interact. I just watched Depressed Nusagi's video on this topic, and since he didn't come up with anything conclusive, I figured I'd take my own crack at answering the question. The biggest point of contention with his video was whether or not China had a hand in creating a collab band between Hololive and NijiEN. For instance, one commenter speculated that NijiEN had an exclusive contract with Bilibili, whereas the other branches don't have an exclusive contract, but do have a partnership. After reading the thread, like Depressed Nusagi, I thought this argument was bad. We have no evidence that NijiEN has an exclusive contract with Bilibili, or has an agreement with Bilibili that is different from the rest of Nijisanji. You can't even call something a hypothesis if you don't have a single observation to back it up. So, do I think China has nothing to do with the inability for Hololive and NijiEN to collab? Well, no. Depressed Nusagi made the argument that fans of Luxium are a new part of the VTuber fanbase and won't remember or care about the incident with Coco and Hachima. This argument doesn't track for me because those new fans will certainly learn about this incident, and I don't see a reason why the attitudes of these new Chinese fans would differ from the attitudes of older fans when it comes to international relations. Therefore, if you're looking from the perspective of VTuber management, I still think there's risks to be taken into account. There was one moment in his video that jumped out at me. Selen said that she'd try again next year to get a collab with Ollie. If it were true that a Chinese company was preventing NijiEN from collabing with Hololive, then there was no reason for her to think circumstances would change next year. That's why I think NijiEN management is cautious, and that's the reason NijiEN can't collaborate with Hololive. For the reasons Depressed Nusagi outlined in his video, I don't think Hololive management shares the same level of caution. NijiEN has more to lose than the rest of Nijisanji by collaborating with Hololive. It's true that this apparent collab ban was in place before Luxium and before Nijisanji started catering to the Chinese audience more. However, Luxium's success on Bilibili has certainly upped the stakes for a NijiEN collab now, making it harder for management to see the benefits outweighing the risk. In the past, the rationale may have been that they wanted to keep their options open, and if so, they were right because Luxium became a big hit on Bilibili. Another barrier to the collaboration is simply the fact that NijiEN has not yet collaborated with Hololive. Even though the English-speaking audience is largely in support of a collab, it's possible the Chinese audience views this as a positive. Recall that NijiEN is a separate branch from Nijisanji proper, which means that NijiEN has not yet been tied to Hololive in any way, even though NijiJP and NijiID has already collabed with Hololive. Therefore, there might be some backlash if NijiEN also ties themselves to Hololive through a collab. A third reason for caution from the NijiEN management would be their perception of the talents themselves. How much risk is there that these talents would upset a section of their audience? Some talents generate more controversy than others due to their personalities. I'm just gonna leave that there because I don't want to single anyone out, but I'm sure you can see that some talents are riskier to collaborate with than others. Do I think this level of caution is warranted? No, but I'm not the one protecting a talent under my care, nor am I the one profiting from wildly different audiences. I'm just trying to understand and relay the perspective of a cautious management. Leave this video a like if you think I did a good job of that, and join my Discord for more VTuber discussions. Thank you for watching.